Hi, my name is David Hooker, and thank you for allowing me into your home for a few minutes today as I answer a question, very briefly mind you, that I've been asked so many times, which is, why did I sit down and write a book? An important book such as the one that we're exposing you to today. And where did the strange title, Back to the Womb and Out Again, come from? First of all, why did I write the book? Way back maybe 45 years ago, I started when I was in the Royal Air Force as a musician in the United Kingdom. I started part-time selling cars for Renault off the German RAF base at Rheindahlen near Mönchengladbach. And that was my real first introduction, I think, to sales. And I wasn't very good at it, but over the years my life has changed, and I've gone from sales, into network marketing, being one of the top income earners in the United Kingdom and Europe. I've gone on to become executive presidents, vice presidents of most of the major corporations in network marketing, and moved on to television, host my own TV show here in Canada, which is where I've been living now for the last almost a dozen years, and a public speaker where I've traveled to 33 countries and had audiences 10-15,000 people at a time, people that have traveled all over the world to come and listen to me speak, and often scratch my head and go, what do they come to listen to? And as a result of my speaking, that I sat down and wrote the book, because everyone kept saying to me, David, your message is so strong. David, your message is so unique and so special. My message has changed so many lives and helped so many people go on to become successful and to become millionaires, that they wanted me to put my message into a book. And I had to scratch my head really very, very hard, because I'm not really an author, and how do you put all those years of talking and presentation into a simple book? Well, that's where the title came from, Back to the Womb and Out Again. You see, of all the people that I've worked with and all the entrepreneurs, most of them have failed to succeed. Isn't that interesting? We're all entrepreneurial, no matter what we do in our lives, in our home life, in our marriage, as fathers, as mothers, sons, daughters, whatever we do, we're all entrepreneurial in every single aspect of our life. And we don't fail in other aspects of our lives, but when it comes down to business or to achieve what we think is success, be it financial or security or just happiness, we often focus on why we're failing at doing something. And that's where my thought process comes from, because if you start looking at children and start looking at little babies, they're born to be successful. When we were born, we're not born to fail. We're born to succeed. So where does the transition come from being that little baby where you know nothing other than to be successful, into becoming an adulthood where all of a sudden we struggle and try and find it, we find it hard to find the right path to become successful. So that's why I sat down and put my thoughts down on paper and wrote the book, and I called it Back to the Womb, because I honestly believe if we all go, back to our childhood and start understanding about childhood and understanding what we've managed to achieve, and look at all the things we can do now that we couldn't do when we first landed on this gorgeous planet of ours. If we could all go back to the womb and start again, knowing what we now know, and I tell you something, we'd achieve so much success. It would be unbelievable. So I sat down and put the book together, and it's like any book, you very tentatively put it out, not knowing what the reaction is going to be and what reception you're going to get. And I've got to tell you, the reaction, the reception I've had to the book, to the publications, has been outstanding. I've been selling my books for the last couple of years now at all my seminars, as I say, where people travel from around the world to come to my seminars and to listen and to purchase the book. And I've never had the need or the desire to put it into the stores, because it's my baby. And if you want the book, come to my seminars. Until I've been approached now by so many people wanting to buy the book, we've decided, okay, let's put it out there online through a very, very dear friend of mine who lives in the United Kingdom, who's really handling getting this book out to the masses out there. And of every single person, without fail, every single person, every individual that's read the book, and there's been thousands of them, I have received thousands and thousands of emails from around the world from people who sit down and say, my goodness me, that book has changed my life. Or, that book is me. I identify myself in the book. People tell me that every single page is as if I'm talking directly to that individual, which is what I wanted to achieve. So no matter who you are, where you are in life, you're going to sit down and read this book and go, wow, David's talking to me. It's full of humor. It's full of jokes. It's full of my real life experiences. It's not a book on lecturing. It's not a book on telling you what to do. It's not an idealistic book. It really is a factual story that tells you the path to take if you want to sit down and achieve real, true success. And by the way, the title is actually called Back to the Womb and Out Again with Dogash. D-O-G-A-S-H. Back to the Womb and Out Again with Dogash. And people keep saying, David, what's Dogash? Well, I'll tell you what Dogash is today, although you'll find out on the last page of the book. Dogash stands for don't give a shit. That's right. Dogash stands for don't give a shit. And that's where my attitude comes from. I have a Dogash attitude. And my job, my role is to spread the word of Dogash and to teach the meaning of Dogash around the world. Don't give a shit. If you want to do something, if you want to achieve success, if you want to have the ultimate success in life, then develop a Dogash attitude. Go after every single thing that you want. And I'll tell you now, go after what you want with that book in your possession. You have the same success that every other person has had who's read that book. So, order the book. Get it. Take it home. Don't put it on the shelf amongst all the other books that you've purchased and haven't read. I know, that's what most people do. They buy these self-help books and then they don't read them. Read my book. Understand it. Then drop me an email. Tell me what you think of the book. And every person that buys the book, guess what? I'll phone you. I'll speak to you. I'll work with you one-on-one and help you achieve the success you want. So, follow on down this email, get yourself a copy of the book, and you and I will start talking very, very soon. Alright, and may the power of Dogash be with you. God bless, take care.